All right, so I'm about to be using my drill. So this is my drill. This drill has not been launched yet. This drill will be available in August. I'm coming up on my anniversary, so this is going to be our new drill. This base, this is the charging part, and this is a clock. As you can see, it's 10:34 right now. So this is the charging clock. It shows you that it's AM. It shows you that it's Wednesday. Right now, it is on full. Right now it is full, so you can charge both of these separately if you want to. And what's special about this drill is this drill go to 45 RPM, y'all. This drill also have a pause and a play button. So this is the last drill that we had, and I'm gonna show you the difference from the two drills. So this drill right here only goes to 35 RPMs. They both have a pause and a play button, but this drill goes to 45. So that's the difference. And like I said, this drill right here will be available in August. And I'm about to do my nails really, really, really colorful using all of my SequoyahMatoaka products. We do have these 1 ounce jars on our website. That's only $5, y'all. So you can grab these. And then we also have our 2 ounce jars that are real glass jars. These jars are $14.50, and you can get these available on our website as well. So I'm about to go in with this tornado bit. I'm not going to use it on 45. I'm going to use it about a 25. I'm going to turn my fan on. And I'm going to remove. This is what I have to do whenever I'm doing a rebalance for my clients as well. I have to remove almost all of the old acrylics. I am an acrylic nail technician, so I've learned how to do this. See how fast I took that down? So this is what I do whenever my clients come back in as well. I used to do press-ons, but when I first started, I used to do press-ons. But people didn't want to pay for the press-ons. You know, press-ons can take like the same amount of time that you take to do a full set. Press-ons can take. And when I was doing press-ons, my press-ons used to take me like an hour and a half. And I'm like, bro, I'm not about to be sitting to this nail desk for no hour and a half. And y'all don't even want to pay $45. Y'all got me fucked up. So I stopped doing press-ons. I do want to offer, like, I don't know, maybe build a gel. I have a lot of, like, I don't know. I just like doing acrylics because acrylics is the hardest, and it really shows off my skills. That's kind of why I haven't branched off to anything else. I tell people all the time, acrylics are the hardest. So if you're doing acrylics, especially as a beginner, you have to give yourself some grace because this is the hardest services that you can offer anybody. So you have to have patience when it comes down to doing acrylics. And again, this is on 25. No damage, no heat. My fingers are not hurting. My fingers are not burning. So this is the bit that I use for my cuticles. So you can push it all the way down. I don't like to push mine all the way down. I like to give mine a little bit of room. And I'm definitely not going to use this on a 25. I'm going to use this on maybe like a 13. It do take a lot of energy. And that was kind of one of the reasons why I didn't go live. And because I was selling my products. I was like, bro, no. I want to start going live more on YouTube. So y'all see how my nail look? So watch how I remove all of this. So all of this right here is going to be removed by using this. So I don't push back cuticles. I use this bit right here. This nail probably about to come off. But she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helps her find a deal on what she needs to get the job done right. So watch. So I want a new credit card to grow my credit. So I'm gonna remove all of that. So we don't push back cuticles over here. That's just like a wasted step. We're gonna take this bit and we're gonna remove. And the reason why I took that off is because that was already lifting. If I would have left that on there, my nails would have just lifted. So, that was my client. I wouldn't have did that. Probably would have, but I wouldn't have did that. And I'm just going to just file this down just a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go around my cuticles. And see, all of this is going to be removed. I also use this little, this for my elbows, y'all. Because you know how your elbows be on the table? So I put my elbows like this. This is a game changer, y'all. My elbows do not be hurting. But anyway, I'm going to just go in. Push back my cuticles. These nails been on since the 12th. That's when I had a class. So my student had did my nails and I had just I filed down and then I had put the base another color on top. But this is how I do my prep. Prep shouldn't be long, y'all. Prep should take y'all about 15 minutes. Unless you're doing like a rebalance, like unless your client takes 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks to come back, then your prep may take a little longer. But your prep shouldn't take long. You did it. I'm gonna start doing YouTube. Cause bro, I say I gotta make this money off of social media. Like I be making my money off of Facebook, but I'm like, I'm seeing these people making all this $30,000. They buying their houses and shit. And I'm like, bro, I gotta get in. So I had a little lifting because, like I said, the person who did my student who did my nails, she didn't really, the foundation wasn't really that good. So I just have to remove some of the lifting. All right, so that's that. Help y'all. So now I'm going to go in with this ball bit and I'm going to use this on a 9 since that's what it's already on. And you see all that cuticle that I lifted up? I'm going to use this ball bit. Using no pressure, I'm going to push it back. I'm going to push it back first. And then I'm going to go on top of it and remove it. And this is how I push back my cuticles and how I remove my cuticles, because I am a cosmetologist in the state of Georgia. That's why I got my cosmetology license at. We're not supposed to use a nipper. So I don't use a nipper and I just use this little tool right here. You just got to use very, very light pressure. Making sure you're going across the cuticle to remove it. So I like to pull it down first and then go on top of it. And certain stuff. So doing your own nails are really, really good. So this is how it looks. I'm gonna go in with this file and just sharpen. Just redefine my shape. And I'm using our 80/80 grit files. These 80/80 grit files should only be used on the tips because they're coarse. You don't want to use anything too coarse on your natural nails. You just want to get your shape as close to the shape that you want it before you apply the acrylic application. So the lower the number, the more coarse the file is. The higher the number, the more not coarse the file is. So if you're working on acrylics or any kind of artificial nails, you need to be using like a 100, a 80/80, a 60/60. So then now that I did that, now I'm going to go in with my small sanding band. I like to leave the old one on so that my client can see that I used a new one. And like I say, you want to use like a 150, a 240, a 180. You want to use much higher numbers for your natural nail. You don't want to use no 80, 100 on your natural nail because that's too coarse. Whenever I'm doing a natural nail, I always go less than a 5. Because again, where I'm on my natural nails. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did in the beginning. So I like to do my cuticles like twice. See? Pull the skin back. And then now I'm just going to remove the shine off my natural nail. And I think I may have to put a tip on this thumb. Unless I might just do it one solid color. So now I'm just going to remove the shine off my natural nails. That's a good prep. And see, even using the sanding band, it also still pushes back your cuticles as well. So if you don't have that first bit that I had, you can just use your sanding band. You just have to know how to use your sanding band. But your sanding band will still do the same thing. My nail was lifting, y'all, right before I had to take my nail instructor's license. And I did not want to take my nails off. So I had put glue underneath my nail, y'all. And it gave me, it made my nail turn color. I be telling my clients, if your nails lift, do not put glue. Do not put glue. And I turned around and did the same fucking thing. And messed up my nails. So if your nails are lifting, do not put glue to try to save it. Just clip it off. See, I'm just gonna go back in and just remove the lifting part. And that is prep. That's all prep is, y'all. Okay, so I'm using our Sunflower Low Odor EMA Primerless Monomer. And I'm only gonna pour, I already have some in there. I'm only gonna pour a little bit because I only need a little bit. Do move fast, so I do like to drop a little bit of acetone. Our monomer is medium setting, but I like to work extremely fast. And sometimes the monomer just don't be working fast enough. So I just add some drops of acetone. And I bought this dapping dish so I can be able to lay my acrylic brush like this. That's the only reason why I bought this dapping dish, y'all. So that's why I like doing acrylics, because it's so easy to use. Now I'm going to go in with our Strawberry Scent Dehydrator. And you want to spray a liberal amount. I move my monomer because your monomer should not be in the way while you are... Your monomer and your stuff shouldn't be in the way while you're spraying this. You do want to spray a liberal amount. And you just want to wipe away from your cuticles using a manicure brush. It smells like strawberries, y'all. It will have your clients feel really, really, really. You want to brush away. So now I'm going to go in with our Extra Stuck Primer. So this nail is missing, so I'm going to prime that whole thing. So you just really want to prime your natural nails. And this is an acid primer. Because before I started using my own primer, I was using No Lift. And that primer is the truth. So that's why I created an acid-based primer. And like I said, all of those products I created. The only thing that I didn't create was the monomer. So now I'm going to take a small amount. And I'm just going to... I'm just picking up a small... I'm really just putting it at the cuticle area. I do this to protect my primer, and because I only use color acrylic to protect my clients' natural nails, so that their natural nails won't stain from the color. And this is our glossy clear. At a good angle. And the trick to doing short nails, you have to be able to pick up small beads. Well, I'm gonna be using this baby blue color. I'm gonna be using this kiwi. Well, this ain't kiwi. This is a green color that I made. Maybe I shouldn't use this dark green. Maybe I should. And this is called Peace. This is a yellow. And then I got orange. And then I got pink. This pink right here is so pretty. I think I'm gonna put this on my thumb. Oops. I think I'm gonna put this pink on my thumbs and put all these other colors over there. Because my thumbs really be in the picture. Why am I shaking? God damn. I am shaking up. What the hell? Okay, so don't worry about the tip. The tip is just a little thick right now because I had to make the length. I'm gonna make that a little straighter. I don't know why am I shaking up. Oh my gosh. You only really need a little bit. That first paint that I put down was just too much. So you only really need a little bit. That first paint that I put up was just too much. But I'm glad I show y'all the thumb because you can see what happens when you use too much acrylic. Whenever you're doing short nails, you really only need a little bit. You see how that the cuticle is too sheer, so you have to go back in with more. Because if you leave the cuticles like that, when you go into file, you're going to file right into your cuticles, thinning it out even more, and you're not going to have no products there. So you want to make sure that your cuticles have enough products. I like to just close up my stuff after I use them. I don't know if these colors is gonna be jiggy with me, bro. If these nails don't come out the way that I wanted, I'm gonna take this shit off. I'm using a different green. And this green right here glow in the dark. You see, and when using acrylics, you should be able to control it. The acrylic should not control you. You should be controlling your acrylics. Clean up the size. Clean up the size.
You got 5 minutes, friend. A new case? Since when did you... Wait, oh my god, Brian. Please tell me you are not taking on Anthony's murder trial. Are you? What?
Our powders are 2-in-1. You can use them as acrylic powders and dipping powders. See that this is too big.
I know, Brian.
So let me show y'all how to pick up a bead. So to pick up a bead, to pick up a small bead, you want to burp your brush. And then I like to tap off. I've been so used to using the crown dapping dish that I just tap. But small beads, you want to wipe the entire. Just use the tip of your brush. And then that gives you a small bead. Medium-sized bead, you want to burp. I tap off 2 times if I use a crown. This one, you just want to tap from the middle on down. Using the tip of your brush. And then now you want to push it down just a little bit more. That's going to give you like a medium-sized bead. Large bead, you want to burp your brush. Leave the liquid, so I'll tap off 1 if I use a crown. But for this, I just want to tap off the tip. Same thing, the tip of my brush, and then push it down. The more you push it down, the more acrylic that's going to pick up, and that's going to give you your different sizes. Does the same activator work for both? How do you mean? Because we don't use an activator for acrylics. We just use the monomer. But are you saying, will the activator work for this? Yeah, I guess that's what you're asking.
Yeah, this Zulu cat is bad news, B. I mean, real bad news. You threatening my family. You know where I live. You know my wife works.
I just don't offer dipping
Get the hell out of here.
dips.
Call the police.
And see, if you use a lot of acrylic powders, the more you brush down, the more that acrylic is going to come off like that. And then you just take it and remove it using the tip of your brush. And you see, even by me adding acetone, I'm still able to work with it. So the acetone just speed up the process just a little bit, not too much. You see up there, I like to add just a little bit more. A small bead. I just like to add a small bead just to make sure that there's enough products to my cuticle area. That way when I go in to file, I am not going to file into my cuticles. I mean, I'm not going to file away the products in my cuticle. What monomer? This is the monomer. Yeah, like your dip powder came with an activator. Yeah, you can use whatever activator that you already have. I don't sell activator because I don't sell the dip. I don't sell the dip stuff, the dip system. I only selling the stuff for the acrylics. But the powders itself, you can use with whatever activator that you have. Our powders are universal, just like our monomer is universal, which means you can use our monomer with whatever powder you want to use. So I guess that's what you were asking. But I use my monomer. It's our sunflower low order EMA monomer. It's primerless. Our monomer is primerless, and then you also don't need any additional droppers. So that's why I like our monomer, because it's not overpowering. Like, it's really, really low order. And then now I'm going to go in with a small bead of this orange. Like I said, whenever you're doing short nails, you only need a small amount. And then you want to use the tip of your brush to push it. If you get products in your cuticles, go ahead and remove that. My acrylics came to the side because of how I'm holding my nail. But just go ahead and clean up your cuticle area first, your sidewalls first, while the acrylic isn't hard. You want to keep your shape. Make sure you keep your shape. Keeping your shape is going to help you do less filing in the end. You see how monomer gives you more than enough time to play before it actually hardens. I don't know why I am so shaky. I'm just gonna go in with this.
The closet? Let the record show that there was not forced entry. The assailant opened the door with their own set of keys. Continue.
This is in our northeast stairwell and fire exit. This was 15 seconds.
And this is my napkin. So you shouldn't have a lot of products in your napkin. There's too much monomer in there, but I'm gonna show y'all how I clean it up in a minute.
Has the video been altered or tampered with at all?
Now I always just go in with clear. You're welcome. I always go in with clear
For its authenticity?
because I like to make the clear, I like to bone my nail with the clear. And then when I file, at least I know I'm not filing into my color, I'm filing more into my clear versus
No further questions.
the color. I should have used that neon yellow instead of this little dry. And when I'm doing my nails, I like for my nails to look like I use nail forms when I don't. So I like for my nails to have the proper structure that it needs. See, I just using a very, very small.
Barbara is nervous because her check engine light is on.
Just need a very, very, very small.
She went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner, Amy, runs a fix finder scan. Just one of AutoZone's exclusive free services. She finds the most likely fix and refers her to the local shop.
Okay.
Less stress, more free service.
Since I got this little bit of monomer left, I'm gonna show y'all again another nail. To do a 3-bar method, just so I won't have to waste all this monomer. So because this nail is long, you want to make sure that you pick you up a good size bead. I like to start at my apex. The apex is where the natural nail and the tips meet. You want to place the bead down, and then you want to hold the nail down and allow gravity to help you.
Each sheet has a durable diamond texture that's thicker than the next leading grain and holds up better against the toughest.
The brush wasn't that powder wasn't thick enough. Not big enough.
Done with one. Bounty. Quicker picker up. America's #1 trusted paper towel.
So how you have this part down here that's sheer, pick you up another bead, place it right where the sheerness ends.
Luckily, you rented your car under.
And then you want to blend up using very, very light pressure.
Skip the rental counter return.
You see, when you use the correct parts of your brush, you can actually walk this bead down. So now I'm going to actually walk this acrylic down using very, very light pressure.
You play against Word Masters in Solo Challenge. Give the Daily Word Wheel a spin.
Very, very light pressure. Always make sure that your acrylic powders are level. So now I'm going to pick up a much larger bead. So you want to place the second bead right above that first bead. Keep your shape, flatten out the top of that bead. Use the belly of your brush, using very, very light strokes. Basically, all you're doing, y'all, is going from the left to the center, to the right, to the right, to the center, to the left, to the left, to the center, to the right, to the right, to the center, to the left, to the left, to the center, to the right. Keeping your shape. Light pressure. All acrylics are self-leveling. It gives you more than enough time to play with it. So let's just say your client is mixy moving. Like, girl, keep still, but you still have more than enough time. Even by me adding acetone, you have more than enough time. Is that my girl on here? Is that my Augusta girl on here? Dominique, is that you? And then the cuticle bead. And you see now I don't have no monomer, so this is what you want. No products left behind. Cuticle bead, just a small bead. You want to place it at your cuticle. You want to use the tip of your brush to push it into your cuticles. And then you just want to blend it down. And you want to blend it down, making sure that you're using the belly of your brush. Now, as you can see, my product is free from acrylics. My brush never had any acrylics, and you definitely don't want to do this. You always want to make sure you wear gloves. But my products is free from acrylics, and I like using a non-pinch brush because whenever I use a non-pinch brush, I can use my brush like this. I can use my brush like this. I can use my brush however I want to. And whenever you're using a pinch brush like this, you can only use your brush like this. You can only use it like this because once you start to use it like this, it's going to open up. So this is one of the reasons why I like using a non-pinch brush, because I don't have to worry about how I'm using it. And that plays a big part whenever you're doing nails. So. And then I'm just going to take this old acrylic monomer. Just use the napkin that I use. Always wear gloves, y'all. This thing said this live got 1443 more likes in the last 5 minutes. I appreciate y'all for liking. Double tap, double tap, double tap. And on our website, you can get these two at a discount. But this is our monomer, this is our primer, this is our dehydrator. It's been 4 years. Or 4 years. Are you saying 4 years since I launched? Yes, girl. It's been about to be 4 years. So I'm going in with this 80/80 grit file. Oh yeah, girl. 4 years. Like, what? And this is why you want to use a 80/80 grit file, because it's very, very coarse. It's going to give you the shape without you having to do so much work. And that's thick, but I'm going to fix that. But the goal is just to get the shape to be shaping. When I first launched my acrylic shop, I started off with 15 colors. I've made over 100 colors. And remember, it's one nail file per client. So you want to take advantage of that. You see how that file, you see that? That shape is shaping. See, this is how it looks before the file. So this is why you want to make sure that you lay your acrylic application nice and smooth so that you don't have to do a whole lot of work. Okay, you want to make sure that you're pulling your skin back. Making sure you're filing underneath, filing on the side. Now, because my acrylic application is smooth, flawless, I don't have to use a drill, but I always go in with the drill. So this is how I teach. I teach people how not to use a drill because you don't have to use a drill. Yeah, I think I'm starting to like my short nails a little bit better than. And then when you do that, just be careful of your cuticles because you don't want to be tearing your cuticles up. So I'm really only filing like this part. I'm trying not to really get close to my cuticles because I am going to go in with the e-file. So I really just try to file like the bottom part, not my cuticles. I ain't trying to tear up my cuticles. You see this? You want to go underneath it. You want to file it straight up against it. File straight up against. And this is why I say a short set should be done in an hour. I would have been finished if I wasn't on live talking to y'all. You want to make sure you're pulling the skin back because sometimes the acrylic can get like that. So you want to make sure you're pulling the skin back. Holding your thumb right here to like pull the skin back. So when you file, you're not filing on your skin. You should be doing this when you're doing real clients as well. Making sure that the file is up against your nail and not on your skin. So I'm filing underneath. And then I'm going to take it and file it up against. I'm not really filing my skin. It's kind of hard to do your own nails, y'all. See, I'm just taking it and I'm filing the actual tip, not my skin. And then it's kind of hard. Perfect. Yeah, girl, when I be teaching people, because when they file, they want to file like this. But you have to file like this. I just got to make a song. People have to understand that you have to make sure that your file is like this. Straight up against, straight up against, straight up against. You only want to file underneath it if you have to, but your file should be straight up. That gives you the perfect shape. Your file should be straight up against it. So anytime you're filing, just pay attention. Making sure that your file is just straight like this. And it shouldn't be a disconnect. So when you're filing, it should be straight up against it with no disconnect. That's how you make sure you get that perfect shape. straight up against, no disconnect. Straight up against, no disconnect. And then your nail will show you whatever you're doing. So whatever you're doing to your nail file, your hand is going to show you. Your nails is going to show you. So just pay attention to your nails. Pay attention to what you're doing. That's why I say whenever you're doing nails, there's a lot of stuff that you have to pay attention to. Ain't all about just laying down. Ain't all about just laying the acrylics and stuff. No, you have to pay attention. You got to pay attention. All right, so now I'm going to go back in with this cuticle bit. Remember, this is the same bit that I used at the beginning. I go back in with this cuticle bit because I want to really get my cuticles to be flawless. You see that? I want my cuticles to be flawless. And I'm not going to go across the entire nail. I'm just focusing on my cuticle area so that my cuticles can be really flawless. And then I'm going to do that to all my nails. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all do what I do, my clients' nails be lasting y'all 3 months. Some of my clients come back faithfully every 5-6 weeks. But I got some clients that go 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 12 weeks at a time, y'all. And when you're filing with this drill, I'm giving y'all a whole nail class, so y'all better double tap, double tap. But when you're filing, you don't want to file like this. You want to make sure that your drill is flat. It's parallel, not like this. You shouldn't be digging into your client's skin. It should be nice and flat. And this is why I say you want to make sure that you have enough products. That way when you go back in like this, you see, I am removing products, but I'm not going to be removing a lot of my products at my cuticle area. So this is why I go in with enough products, and then why I go in with my clear, because when I file, I want to be able to file into my clear and not my color. I want to be able to remove the clear because you are filing, so it is going to be removing something, but you don't want it to be removing a whole lot. All right, so I do that. See, cuticles are on point. And then I'm just gonna go in with this extra large 5-in-1 bit. I'm gonna put it on a 13. And again, I tell y'all I do the same thing. So I'm gonna do my cuticles again. So I be sealing my cuticles like 3 times. And then now I'm going to debulk. I'm gonna go down the entire nail. And then now I'm gonna debulk it so it won't be too thick. Now you want to clean underneath. So regardless if you got short nails or long nails, you should be cleaning underneath your client's nails. I'm going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to debulk. And then I'm going to clean it underneath. And then whenever you're doing this, you just want to go right to left, right to left, right to left, right to left, right to left. And you want to make sure that you're lifting up as you go right to left. This is a 5-in-1 bit. It's just long for like longer nails. I just like using this for short nails. I just like using this bit for everything. Short nails, long nails, whatever. If you're left-handed, you should be going left to right. Right-handed, right to left. Using light pressure whenever you're doing this too, because you don't want to be taking off a whole lot of product. You just want to debulk it just a little bit. Make sure you have support. So even if you was to do your own clients, you want to make sure that you have support. It's fine. It's fine if I'm not mistaken. I kind of always use fine. I'm thinking it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I only like using a fine. These are how they look. Now I'm just about to just remove that little bit of cuticles again. I'm just going to turn it down just a little low. And again, whenever you're using this ball bit, just be very, very careful because you can cut your you can cut yourself and your clients. And I'm just gonna go in with this buffer. Y'all have any more questions? My table is huge. I made my own table. Let me show y'all. So I kind of made my own table. I put this Valentino dust collector in there. So my table is pretty long. Like they had tables. I had one table, but the table was like $1,500. I was like, bro, I'm not about to buy no $1,500 table. I made my table for like $400, I think. I got I had it blue, but I changed it and then I put brown on it. So I got brown. That's my table. It was blue at one time, but I put brown because I wanted to change it up. So I bought fabrics and I just take the fabrics on, put the fabrics off whenever I want to change it. And then like this right here, this is like this white thing. This is like a sticker I can write on my table. So if my clients ever want to leave me, my clients ever want to leave me a message, my table is a sharp, right on it. Yeah, I had to cut it in the middle to put that sector in it. All right, these are the finished products. Because I'm going to do the designs off camera because I don't really know. Okay, so now this is when I would normally have my clients wash their hands. And I would have them wash their hands with this manicure brush. I'm just use this alcohol. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all follow me. Make sure y'all click the link in my bio. Make sure y'all shop SequoyahMatoaka. I am going to start going live maybe once or twice a week. What y'all think? I'm thinking about it. I don't know. But this is the nails before I put any designs on it. And I'm going to post the finished product later. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed something. Y'all be blessed, not stressed. Have a good one.